Welcome to your 5-minute yoga flow focused on pelvic floor relaxation. You may want a couple yoga blocks or even a couple small pillows nearby. And then make your way into a child's pose. So knees wide, forehead down, arms outstretched, hips back to your heels. And start to activate that pelvic floor relaxation with the breath here. So inhale, fill up the lungs, feel the ribs and the low back and the pelvic floor expand. And exhale, everything softens. Inhale to fill up the side ribs, the belly, the pelvic floor descends and relaxes. And exhale, everything gently softens back up and in. Relax your jaw, your forehead, full breath in, expand the ribs, the belly, the pelvic floor. And exhale, make your way up to a tabletop position, all fours. And we'll do some cat-cows. Inhale to lift your head and neck and chest. Exhale, round mid-back, lower back, tuck your tailbone. Inhale, lift your head, your chest, and exhale, round. Good. Inhale, lift your head and relax the pelvic floor. And exhale, feel the pelvic floor gently lift up and in. And we'll transition to a downward facing dog. So lifting your hips up high, hands stay down on the mat. Feel free to pedal it out, breathing naturally but fully. I always love the option of dolphin if you have any wrist issues. So dolphin is coming down to your forearms. But same rules apply, hips up in the air, nice big breaths. Feel free to make this movement-based, right? Not just a static down dog. And then inhale, lift your right leg high, open your hip, add some movement, wiggle your toes. Exhale, step your right foot forward towards your right wrist, so almost to the outside edge of your mat. And using your left hand, gently press your right hip out away from you. Here is a great place for props. I'm going to use a yoga block underneath my back knee and underneath my left hand. And then each inhale, imagining the pelvic floor relaxing. And each exhale, the pelvic floor gently lifts back up and in. And then to come out of this, the same way you went in, removing your props, bringing your hands down to a low lunge position, and then floating that right leg up in the air. Inhale, lift your left leg high. Feel free to add a left hip opening stretch. And then exhale, left foot towards left thumb. And taking your left foot nice and wide, maybe even on the outside of the yoga mat. Yoga blocks or pillow can be of assistance here to add some relief for your knee and lift your hand up a little higher. And then left hand to left inner thigh, gently push your left thigh open so you feel a stretch in your thigh, inner thigh, maybe even in the pelvic floor. And use your breath here, right? Big inhale, fill up the lungs, relax the pelvic floor, relax the belly. And exhale, let everything gently come back up and in. And then coming out of this posture the same way you went in, finding your hands on the mat or the floor, and then kicking that left leg up high to a 3-legged dog, and then landing in down dog. Come forward, feet to hands for a ragdoll pose at the top of your mat. Let your head hang heavy, sway a little side to side. And then have a seat and lay on your back. Bring your props with you. We're going to take a bridge with reverse breathing. So take your yoga block or pillow in between your thighs. On the inhale, you'll lift your hips, squeeze the yoga block, and exhale, you'll lower down. Inhale, lift your hips, squeeze the yoga block. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift your hips, squeeze your yoga block, feel the pelvic floor not turning on as much, and exhale, lower down. Good. One more full breath in, lift your hips, and exhale, lower down. Good. Remove that yoga block or pillow from in between your legs and set it aside. We'll take half happy baby. Bring your right knee up, face your right foot to the ceiling and grab for the sole of your foot, or you can even grab behind your leg if that's more comfortable. And then switching it out to half happy baby on the other side, pulling that left knee around towards your left armpit, grab for your left foot or behind your left leg. And give yourself a good squeeze, full breath in, feeling the pelvic floor and the belly relax and descend. And exhale, option for a full happy baby where you grab both feet pointing up to the ceiling. Feel free to grab behind your legs. And we'll end in Supta Baddha Konasana. So a nice diamond shape with your legs. Bring the soles of your feet together. Let your knees go wide, hands to your belly. Feel free to add props underneath your knees or thighs if you feel like your legs are gripping or floating in the air. This should be relaxing. Stay here feeling your pelvic floor relax with each inhale. And exhale, everything gently comes back in. Take a few more breaths on your own. And we'll see you next time.